Alright, hey guys, welcome to another video. We're heading all the way to Durham. That's not a super far drive. It's around 2 hours, and for me, that's just not that bad. But I do have to get gas. I will say I do have to get gas. I have 15 miles of range, and I have to go meet up with Kirk and Amanda. First, I'm picking up Kirk. Well, we're convoying, so we're not necessarily picking each other up, but I will have to go get Kirk, and then after Kirk is Amanda. But before anything, I have to get gas. Alright, so we have a pretty respectable amount of gas. I only put 20 bucks in, but it actually fills up a decent amount of the tank. I think I was like just under 7 gallons at 240, or no, not 240, 290 something, which is not bad for gas, because I keep in mind I get 93 because I'm tuned for 93. So like I strictly only get 93. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It filled up a decent amount of the tank. I'm pretty impressed by that. Overall, the gas mileage of this car, I've done a video prior if you guys want to check it out. I think I was driving from the Seacoast, actually, funny enough, up to the White Mountains. So I was heading up the mountain, and I got like 44 miles per gallon, which some of you guys were saying that might not be as accurate as it seems. That may be true, but I mean it seemed pretty accurate. These tanks are kind of small too. I think they're like 12.6 gallons, so not huge tanks. I think the trip to Durham too is only like just a tick under 70 miles. But yeah, I'm excited. So we're actually picking up Kirk at a different spot. We changed our plan a little bit, which is fine. And and one thing I want to say, it's super depressing, but once I filled up the car, I didn't really show you guys, but the car is like peppered on the sides with salt. It's so upsetting, but I don't really care. I can't do much about it. I'll clean it at some point. I'm hoping sometime when I go back to UNH one of these weekends, I'll clean it again. But I don't feel like I wasted time by cleaning it, because it was really bad. The wheels were bad. Everything was just peppered with salt. So this thing is packed full of stuff. I packed a bunch of food, all my clothing and whatnot. So there's a lot of stuff. Shoes, camera gear, which is new for me. I never had like a camera case. It would always just be like a loose GoPro and like a little sunglass bag that I would hold it in, and that would be like my camera gear. But now I obviously have a Sony a6400, and I have a couple lenses, so I have my own little camera case. And I think that new Jetta's coming. I personally wouldn't get it just because I don't like sedans that much. I've fallen in love with hatchbacks. I love them so much. And if I were to get a sedan, I'd go for like, the big cheese. I'd go for an RS3 or something like that. I think the GLI is a great option, and I really think the interior, in my opinion, is a little bit more modern and a little bit better than the GTI, the one I have current, just because it's a little different, and I think once I get used to it, they'll probably be at the same interesting level for me. Love to review it too. I think I had somebody asking me if I could do like a comparison between the GTI, the facelift, maybe even like a Rabbit, versus I think the 35th anniversary or 40th. I don't remember what anniversary for Jetta it is, but there's a special edition Jetta at some of the dealerships, so I could do a comparison between kind of those limited edition cars, and because I feel like some of you guys would be interested in buying one of those. I know some people on the forums are talking about swapping from a GTI to a Jetta, which I totally I support that decision. I don't think that's a bad one at all. It's all about taste. But anyway, so I'll keep you guys posted in my travels. Maybe I'll pick up the camera again when I see Kirk. But yeah, this should be a fun journey. All right, so we finally picked up Kirk and Amanda. You guys can see back there. We finally picked up the gang, and I'd say we have another like hour 30 till we get back to school. The car's doing great right now. I've entertained myself with a little bit of sport mode. I mean, it's just a great car. The seats are wicked comfortable. Like, most times when I sit in cars and I do long trips in cars, the seats are just either way too snug or they're not snug enough, and oftentimes when seats are a little bit too snug, they're not as comfortable, and when it goes to seats that are not snug enough, obviously, you know, they don't hold you in as well. So these seats really hold you in, and I don't find it being too much of a problem when I'm going on long journeys. In fact, I like a seat that holds me in, just because I prefer that. That's just my situation. And I'm 6 foot too, so like I do a little bit of shuffling around in my seat, but overall, I mean, I find these seats to be wicked comfortable. The leg space, everything about this car is wicked comfortable. The driving position's pretty awesome. Another thing I absolutely love, and I do want to totally mention, is the sound system in this car. Oh my gosh, it makes long journeys go by so quickly. It's such a good sound system. This is the Fender audio, so the speakers are just so crisp, so clear. It has immense bass, like super crazy bass, and has a nice subwoofer in the back as well, with nice punch. And I can't imagine people needing to go aftermarket with a subwoofer, unless you're obnoxious and you like to rattle your license plate in the back, because that's not how I do it. This one almost will rattle a license plate in the back. It is obnoxiously loud. You find the right song and it probably could, but the sound system is just so good in this car. I absolutely love it. So if you're looking to buy a GTI, I don't know if they offer Fender audio for all of the Mark 7 years, but if you have Fender audio or at least some kind of upgraded system as an option, typically Volkswagen goes with the good one, so I recommend Fender audio. It's a great system.
Hand me the blanket.
Is that true, Pete?
Yeah.
Hello. How we doing?
Good.